Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now in this one I want to talk about yet another Galactic Legendary counter. Now this counter is nothing new really, it's been around since, beginning of Galactic Legendary counters. I just really haven't spoken about it or tried it myself because my Sith Empire were not relicked yet at that time and they were not good enough, so I kept using my Jedi. But now that my Sith Empire are relicked, even though they're low relicked at the moment. Revan is relic 4 and Bastila is relic 1, I think. I said, okay, I'll give it a try against this Rey team that started cropping up now in my shard. Pretty much everybody switched to it that uses Jedi Knight Revan. And this is the one that using Jedi team, I just couldn't get consistent results with it. So I said, okay, let's see if my Sith Empire can now do better, that I have them at low relic levels. Now this battle here is against Rey without the ultimate ability, and the second battle I'll show you is against Rey with the ultimate ability. Now the way this battle starts is the enemy WOT will put tank tech on Kenobi, and this of course will add pre-taunt onto Kenobi. So what you do now with your own WOT is add weapon tech onto Bastila. And this will help her to gain 15% turn meter when Rey takes a turn. So this will then allow her to go before your Darth Revan. So then you can apply fear on Kenobi. And because he's now feared, when you attack him with your Darth Revan, you'll be able to dispel his taunt. So what you want to do is use his special attack with AoE lightning, so that you dispel taunt on Kenobi and at the same time apply shock on him so he can't regain that taunt. And this will then allow you to fracture Rey when your Thrawn gets a turn. Now with Rey fractured, she obviously won't be able to do anything, so now we can get to work really. Add your own tank tag onto Brood, so he keeps taunting until he gets killed, of course. And here now with Brood, you can use basic or his middle ability, it doesn't really matter I think. Just obviously save his last ability that can heal as well as bring back Brute Alpha. Okay, so now when Basti gets a turn, just do a big shock, there you go, doing damage to everybody. And now you can apply fear with your Darth Revan. And then for the final tank tech, I just like to put it on Thrawn, so you boost his survivability a bit. Now as this is not a Rey with ultimate ability, of course, you can ability block her so she can't immediately use her whirlwind. Okay, and now finally we got her into yellow, so we triggered her damage immunity. Okay, so now we got no choice but to go after her because she's got death mark. But anyway, let's just spread more fear, more debuffs. Again, just more fear so enemies can't take turn. And when Thrawn gets a turn, you obviously want to swap turn meter with one of your allies that has high turn meter. So in this case I chose Bastila to another lightning strike, so there you go, what is out. And here I wasn't paying attention, so Kenobi regain his taunt, so we have to now go after him for a while. But with Rey being in damage immunity anyway, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's try and apply shock on Kenobi. Good. There we go. Now Kenobi's got damage immunity, so we can't kill him. Hey, here we go. And now Rey has taken out Geo Brute, so we lost our tank for a while, but we'll bring him back. No need to worry. More fear on the board. And now you want to save your tank tech for when you bring Brute back. So just use what's basic. So now here I couldn't get to Rey, so I just decided to fracture Kenobi, and then so I can go all out on Rey and kill her. So obviously used ability block on her there, as you can see, because this is not ultimate Rey, so you can ability block her no problem. Okay, now we can bring back our tank. Put the tank tech on him. There you go, another ability block, so Rey again could not use Whirlwind. There you go. Everybody's really low now. Kenobi's gone. Alright, Skywalker is putting up a fight. Alright, here we go. We lost again our tank. Should be able to bring him back as well. That's why I pass here turn meter back onto Brood Alpha. So I could resummon Brute to regain taunt. More debuffs. Reapply tank tech onto your Brute. And there you go, Rey kill him yet again. There we go, we can ability block her. And that should do it. Just a couple of more hits. Running out of time here. Because this was one of my first battles, so I was still working out exactly what to do, so this one came close to the wire. But as I'm doing more battles, I'm making quicker decisions, so timing is not an issue anymore, really. And okay, so our Brute is again back. Fracture Rey just in case. More lightning, come on, go down already. 1, 2 hits, she's still standing. And there you go, we got 20 seconds to finish off these guys. Here I just hit on auto and I'm like, come on guys, do it, do it. There you go, that should do it. There you go, with 7 seconds to spare. Okay, so on to the second battle. This is against Rey with the ultimate ability unlocked. So the battle will be slightly different, but with each team you just keep the same approach and the results are basically the same at the end of the day. So as always, Kenobi will get a pre-taunt. You pass your weapon tech onto your Bastila and then apply fear on Kenobi. Do a nice big shock on everybody, dispel taunt on Kenobi and apply shock and buff immunity so he can't regain taunt. Then you can easily fracture Rey. Then apply tank tech on your Brute Alpha. So here I used Dispel from Brood because to dispel critical damage immunity on both Gas and Revan. Okay, now do the special attack with Brute as well. Now here Rey did not have shock, that's why I didn't use the lightning ability from Bastila, because you can't ability block ultimate ability. I decided, okay fine, let's try an ability block Watt instead, so he can't dish out another attack, but unfortunately ability block didn't land. So now I decided to go after Kenobi to trigger his damage immunity. Alright, and then again final piece goes on to Thrawn. Here I made a mistake and I used Brood's heal ability, even though they were both at full protection health. Not sure why I did there, but it was my mistake. So then you just get Rey into yellow. There we go. Alright, now enemies starting to take turns slowly. We got Rey into yellow, so that's good. There's nothing we can do to her until she gets into her ultimate ability and out of it. So just try to then land some hits on Kenobi in the meantime. There we go, try to top up people if we can, so they can survive the big hit coming from Rain shortly. There you go, Savior triggered from Revan, so now we get to kill Kenobi again. And here Rey uses her ultimate ability. And Kenobi's taunting again. Alright, now all you have to do is wait for Rey to take a turn. There's nothing you can do. Alright, there we go. Try to reapply shock, again didn't connect on Kenobi. Here we lost Brute, but that's okay, we'll bring him back. And reapply tank tech on him. Alright. Again, more fear. And here I couldn't get to Rey, so I just decided to fracture Kenobi. So I can then finish off Rey, apply fear on everybody. And there you go. Brute goes out again. Alright. More wild lightning, taking out Watt. Rey is into red now. So here again I will save tank tech from what, just use his basic. More shock on board. Here we go, Rey should be out by now, there we go. Again, once Rey is out, the rest of the battle is pretty straightforward. And as a comparison, in the first battle, as you can see, we have plenty of time left on the clock here, just because I was making my decisions much faster after, you know, I had a couple of tries and tried to work out what's the best approach. So I'll keep using this counter then for now and see how it goes. But from my experiences, the Rey meta keeps shifting. Every week or two there is slightly different Rey composition out there, and we are then challenged to find a new way to beat it. So for now it seems like the Sith Empire team against this specific composition with Jedi Knight Revan works really well. And there you go, battle's over with a minute to go, so it wasn't as nearly as close as the first one. So yeah, finally, as promised, I can just show you the mods from the second battle here. So this was Rey. So you can see she's loaded with health. Generally it seems like a lot of people, they just like to load Rey with health. Okay, so there's some speed on Revan and offense as well. That was a Relic 7 Revan. This is what's mods, very fast at 321. Relic 5 can all be loaded with defense to make him really tanky and hard to kill. And then Skywalker modded for survivability and speed. There you go, guys, that's the Sith Empire counter. I know it's been a long video, but as you know, I like to go a little bit more in depth into the strategy as well as, you know, the moves that you make at certain point, just to explain really how to use this team. So I hope you find it insightful and useful, and I'll see you in the next video, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.